welcome to MidPoint. Tonight I'd like to share a thought with you about grace. God's grace. The Bible says in Ephesians 2:8 that by grace are we saved through faith, and not of ourselves. It is a gift of God. Grace is unmerited favor. I did not deserve to be saved. I did not deserve to have grace, to have that unmerited favor every day. I need that unmerited favor. I need God's grace because we all make mistakes. We do and say things that we shouldn't do, that we wish we hadn't of. But because of God's grace, His favor, He just lets that grace cover us and take care of the things that we do that we shouldn't. And not only that, but He gives me grace to handle things in my life that I can't handle. Remember the disciple in the Bible that he said he had a thorn in his flesh, and he asked God to take it away 3 times. And this is what God said back to him: my grace is sufficient for you. In other words, if we're going through a trial, if we're going through something that we just don't understand, we don't want to go through it because maybe it's too hard, we still know that God's grace is sufficient to take us through whatever that trial or temptation is. His grace, His unmerited favor, is there every single day. Just like His mercies. It says His mercies are new every morning. And I'm thankful for that. And I'm so thankful for His grace. For by grace, through faith, I am saved. I am on my way to heaven. I have strength to take care of every situation through Christ that I go through. Doesn't matter what it is. He said His grace was sufficient for us. So I want to really encourage you tonight. If you're going through something that's hard, that you just don't understand. And there are things that we go through that we just don't understand. It's nothing of our own doing. Lots of times it is. Probably most of the time it is. But a lot of times, too, it isn't. We just find ourselves in circumstances or places that are hard in our life. And we need God's grace to take us through that and to come through it joyfully and with victory. And that is important, especially today, when it seems like Satan is trying us on every side. There's something constantly. There's trouble. There's sickness. There's everything that you can imagine coming against the Christians today. Whatever it is, remember, God's grace is sufficient for us. It will take us through. It will give us the grace to go through whatever that is. And I am so thankful tonight for that I know, no matter what comes my way, no matter what circumstance I am in or you are in, that God's grace will get you through. Just trust Him. It's as simple as that. His grace was given to us not because we deserved it, but because of His unmerited favor toward us. So let's just take a step back when we're in a situation that we don't want to be in or that we find ourselves in that is really difficult. Take a step back and remember, God's grace is sufficient. It is there all the time for us. No time, no place is His grace ever taken from us. But He is there. He gives me His grace. He gives you His grace that you can handle anything that the enemy would come against you with. Remember, God's grace is sufficient. Thank you for letting me share this with you tonight. Be blessed and have a great week.